So there's the Impact Arena just north of Bangkok, and a little fun fact for you, Steen. Bangkok is the hottest city in the world by mean average. There you go. We don't feel it in this stadium though, do we? Certainly yesterday it was quite chilly here. So this is what's happened so far today. We started at 9 o'clock with women's doubles, and Super Jirakun and Teurat Tanachai came through that one against the Australian pair. And now after that women's singles, we turn our attention to men's doubles. And it's the reigning European champions, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen, up against the number 6 seeds, Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin. And this should be a good match, because this is a repeat of the Spain Masters final last year, which in fact was won by the Danes. Then after this men's doubles we're about to see, we'll have men's singles, and that's an interesting one because we've got World Championship medalists from the last 2 World Championships. The bronze medalist from 2018, Liu Darren, up against the silver medalist from 2019, Anders Antonsen. Then we finish with women's singles, and of course the hugely popular player here in her homeland, Ratchanok Intanon, the only home player ever to win the women's singles title at the Thai Open. So plenty more to come and to look forward to, plenty more to look forward to for 3 weeks. So this is the men's doubles. It's the third quarter of the draw, and you can see that Ong and Teo came through. If you were with us earlier, you will have seen that, because I think they had to save 2 match points in coming through that against Arjun and Kapila. 3 games, a wonderful match that was too. So I can tell you that the other match in this quarter is currently on court number 2. That's the court nearest to us as we're looking down from that bird's eye view of the magnificent arena here in Bangkok. So men's doubles draw, I can tell you that we only had 1 pair who had ever won this title previously at the start of the week, and that was the defending champions, Ranki Reddy and Shetty. And they had to come through a match earlier today in 3 games against a former champion, Lee Yong-dae, now with his new partner Kim Ji-jung. That was 3 games as well. The only other pair who started the week in the men's doubles who had been in the final before was the 2013 beaten finalists, Vladimir Ivanov and Ivan Sozonov, and they lost yesterday in the first round to England's Ben Lane, the left-hander, and Sean Vendy. So that a tremendous result for the English combination, because I can tell you that Ivanov and Sozonov are currently number 1 on the race to the World Tour finals after reaching the final of the Denmark Super 750 event. We did of course lose the number 3 and 4 seeds from the men's doubles before the tournament got underway, because the number 3 seeds, Komura and Sonoda, who won this title back in 2018, and in that final 3 years ago they actually beat another Japanese pair who this year started as the number 4 seeds, Endo and Watanabe. So it's obviously been a little bit disappointing in the men's doubles. It's disappointing altogether that the Japanese team sadly couldn't make it, because I think that their strengths in women's singles, women's doubles, men's doubles and mixed doubles, they had a pair seeded. I think they were seeded 4, weren't they? Watanabe and Higashino. And to lose the entire team, Steen, has been a little bit devastating for the tournament. We've still got some great players here.
Yeah, it has, and I also know that the Danes, they've sort of felt a little bit sad that there wasn't made a redraw. They felt that they had a really, really tough opponents in the first round in Lee and Wang.
Yeah, and of course Lee and Wang are number 2 on the race to the World Tour finals, which happen at the end of, well, the 3rd week of these 3 weeks of tournaments here in Bangkok. And also a lot of fans very disappointed, myself included, that of course the world number ones, Gideon and Sukamolio, weren't able to make it because poor old Sukamolio tested positive for COVID-19, and you and I certainly wish him a speedy recovery. All the players who've struggled with this horrible virus that has caused this global pandemic. It really has been a terrible year globally for everyone, but for the sport of badminton, when we thought we were making the return. First of all, the Chinese government didn't allow any athletes in any sport to leave their home country, and then the devastation of the Japanese team having to pull out because of Momota testing positive while at the airport, wanting to make his way here to Thailand. But here come the two pairs. The pair from Chinese Taipei, the number 6 seeds here. Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin, and Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen. I don't know if you saw on social media, Hannes Rasmussen was making a documentary about the pigeons that were visiting his hotel room. Did you see that?
Indeed, I saw it. I'm at season 1, episode 8 at the moment.
So, our umpire for this one will be Fabio Beto of Italy, as we see that this will be a 4th meeting between the two pairs. The last time they met was that final of the Spain Masters that I was talking about last February. And that is the only time that the Danes have beaten their opponents of today. 21-17, 21-19 in 43 minutes, that final in Barcelona. So the Danes, the left and the right-handed combination, and the left-hander is Kim Astrup, 28 years of age, born in Herning, just under 6'1", and just before the rankings were frozen, they went down 1 place to number 12, but as you can see, they have been as high as 5, a total of 3 weeks across 2 different spells at number 5 in the world. Now they're making their 2nd appearance here. They're the number 1 seeds back in 2017, and they lost in the 2nd round. Anders Rasmussen is 31, so he'll turn 32 next month. And they have a full set of medals at European Championship level. But as I was telling you, they are the reigning European champions. Spain Masters, one of 6 tournaments they played in 2020, and 6 tournaments, given the global situation, was actually at least a couple more than most pairs got to play. So here is Li Yang, 25 years of age, born in Taipei, and he and his partner are number 7 on the world ranking at the moment, 17 weeks before the rankings were frozen. Incidentally, he had also been number 7 in the world with his former partner, Li Jiehui, with whom he won 4 titles, including the 2017 French Super Series. So to Wang Chi-Lin, he's a tall athlete, as you can see. That's just over 6'1". Turns 26 later this month, 5 days' time to be precise. There is our umpire that I was telling you about, Fabio Beto, and Jia Qian from Iran is our service judge. So 2nd appearance as a pair for the pair from Chinese Taipei. 2019 they lost in the 2nd round to qualifiers Choi So-gu and So Shen Jae. remarkable to think they had to qualify in 2019. Mind you, this pair from Taipei only formed their partnership at the Spain Masters 2019. Formed their partnership there and they won the tournament.
Yeah, they did. Played 7 tournaments in a row.
On my right,
So these 3 in front of them, that's a piece of cake.
Denmark.
Yes.
And on my left, Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin, Chinese Taipei. Kim Astrup to serve to Wang Chi-Lin. Level. Play.
So the European champions getting this match underway. Oh, it's a nice change of pace from Li Yang. So, Steen, as you were calling the Spain Masters last year, can you give us an analysis of what happened in the final, tactically?
I don't know if I can remember that much of the match. I think the Danes, they were quite successful in targeting Li Yang at that time. He's, in my opinion, quite an emotional player. Sometimes he plays really, really well, and when he gets into that zone, then he's extremely dangerous. But you can also put pressure on him where he will make more mistakes. And they didn't play a good final, Li and Wang at that time. They were defending champions.
Yeah. But it was a welcome return to form for the Danes, winning in Barcelona, because that was their first title for 17 months since they won the China Open Super 1000 in 2018. And that win in China has to be surpass being European champion. It has to be the best result of their careers, surely.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that also sort of increased the expectations to them, and especially since the 2 other Danish pairs who actually were rated higher than Astrup and Rasmussen quit. Mathias Boe and Carsten Mogensen called it quits as a pair, and Mads Conrad went on hiatus. They came back later, but suddenly all eyes were on Astrup and Rasmussen, and Olympic qualification was a possibility, and then Boe and Conrad came back and tried to challenge for that Olympic qualification. Now they've finally retired, and these 2 Danes are reasonably certain of qualifying, but then came this long lockdown, so interesting to see what that has done to them. They didn't do well in Denmark Open, where they lost the first round to young Danish compatriots. Should be mentioned though that Kim Astrup was experiencing injury problems to his elbow and has been out for a big part of the time since Denmark Open.
I just mistimed that.
6.
Well, it's been a great start by the number 6 seeds.
On court 3, men's double, Pramudya Kusuma Wardana, Jeremiah Erich Yoshe Jacob Rambutan from Indonesia.
Service over. 2
Versus
6. Yes.
Muhammad Azan and Hendra Setarwan from Indonesia. Umpire Bert van Horenbeek from Belgium. Service judge Pramida Aswaphosu from Thailand.
I notice he's used that sort of chip serve where he tumbles the shuttle, Kim Astrup, Yeah, you could just about see it there.
Fantastic return by Wang
Yeah.
Chi-Lin though. I think
8-2.
Astrup confused his partner there, went for it, but it was out of his reach. I think Li and Wang, they have quite an advantage in the flat game. I feel they have superior power in the forearm compared to the Danes. So whenever they can get these fast flat exchanges, I think it's to their advantage.
4-8.
Yes, Wang Chi-Lin has been as high as 4 in the world with his former partner, Chin Hong-ling, with whom he won a World Championship bronze medal in 2018.
Yeah, and there might be some that's wondering why we're not seeing any more pairs here from Chinese Taipei. But they're actually undergoing a reconstruction. They're trying to find new pairings. They did that with these two, and that was quite successful. But now they seem to determine that the other pairs didn't work as well as they hoped for. So they're revamping the combinations. I don't know if it goes for Yang Po-han and Lu Qingyao though, because I've seen a lot of material from them on social media that sort of, in my opinion, suggests that there's still a combination.
Yeah. My goodness, it's a steep smash, but it's just wide. He's a tall athlete, isn't he?
Yeah.
Wang Chi-Lin.
It's a devastating one to lose. He had the good length on the lift though, the Danes, but he could see how close that was to become a winner. Wang Chi-Lin almost feels like a 2-point swing. Well, it is a 2-point swing, so maybe a 3-point swing actually.
Yeah.
Challenge
Oh, I don't-
unsuccessful.
I don't
One
think that was ever
challenge remaining.
in question, was
Oh,
it?
that was a ridiculous challenge.
Yeah.
Maybe to sort of break the rhythm of the Danes a little bit. They've come back here after a start where Li and Wang dominated.
It's over. 9-6.
It was the second time he was a little late on that shot there, Anders Rasmussen. Maybe he should get someone to push him from behind there. Seems a little late on those drop shots. That's a good shot. It's a clever play by Li Yang, played it over the head of Kim Astrup there.
10-6.
Here it comes, that one. Over the right shoulder of Kim Astrup and falls below the tape, so Rasmussen has to lift it.
That's good placement on the smash.
Service
Saw
over.
that Wang Chi-Lin was
7,
waiting, committed
10.
to his forehand defence, aimed towards his left shoulder. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's going wide.
Service over. 11.
So to the mid-game
7
interval,
interval.
and it's a 4-point advantage for Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin.
因为你弹的时候，你就先注意他下压，如果硬度就很小，然后还有你的抽点跟平手，他们现在一直后面的一直才所以会抽完那个底线一定要抓准。我抓住抽的那个，不管是抽是另外的，都是先注意到你球拍拿起来等，然后就把它压回去，才把
定着压进去。
til vi bare står 20-20 den sidste
Third
sæt.
one, 20
Jeg prøver også at
seconds.
råbe, men
Fourth one, 20
det er
seconds.
råbt, men det er små ting. Ja. Men vi kan godt have en enkelt mere foran her. Så her.
11-7.
We joined that a little late. I don't know if you picked anything up.
No,
Difficult.
Stavngård was reinforcing that it was marginals that was the difference at the moment. I think that's a really good shot, I think. But I also think that
12-7.
the Danes, they are just a tiny little bit hesitant in some of the decisions, and then they make the natural shot, which is to push. Not always the best choice here. And I also feel that Wang and Li, they're playing a little bit with the drift and have a lot of bite in their shots at the moment.
Oh, they've certainly opened up a very nice cushion. Oh, I think that serve would have gone short. But he was so committed, Astrup. Yeah, it's good commitment on the return of serve from Rasmussen.
40. Service over. 15.
Got back extremely well for that flick serve. Li Yang.
Excellent.
Oh my goodness me. That's class
16,
from
8.
Wang Chi-Lin.
Seventeen, 8.
So, from a Danish perspective, this is really worrying because you would expect both Wang Chi-Lin and Li Yang to get lots of confidence from this first game here. Wang Chi-Lin, he's put a couple of shots out on that side though, but then it becomes
17.
difficult to sort of put a lot of pressure on them, and the Danes are looking a little bit disheartened. I feel they might go to the better side of the court when they change ends, but I'm wondering whether the Danes would have needed a good start to be able to challenge the pair from Chinese Taipei.
It's over. 18.
I have to say,
9.
I mean, I'm surprised at how one-sided it is in this opening game.
Yeah.
So it's over. 10, 18.
This is a good rally. Yeah. Oh, move forward at the right moment there, Anders Rasmussen.
11, 18.
That's well left.
12-8.
I thought I saw a little movement in the shuttle when Anders Rasmussen was serving as well, so maybe he's also practiced the Sukamulya serve.
Men's single.
Just a little bit.
Panongsak San Sombun-suk
Oh,
from
that's a
Thailand
clever shot.
It's over.
versus
19.
Zhou Tianchen from Chinese Taipei. Umpire Emmanuel Kabuizile from Botswana. Service
It's
judge
over.
Reza
30.
Roshan Omen from
90.
Iran.
Service over. 20. Game point. 30.
Well, there have been the better pair throughout this opening game. They have the number 6 seeds from Chinese Taipei, and they deserve their game point opportunities.
Yeah, totally dominant.
Oh my goodness, what a defensive shot.
Standing too far back.
Yeah,
Okay.
well worked that rally by the number 6 seeds Li Yang and Wang
First game
Chi-Lin.
won by Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin. 21-30.
21-13. Final rally. Full of confidence, the number 6 seeds. Well, the Danes are going to have to change it up, because that was a dominant performance in the opening game, 21-13.
敲完之后再弹，都是你的然后你后面像你这样刚那样攻，你要有球往前切，然后再去布线，不要一直想要抢攻，强攻他们分对角很快，不然就是你抓了很好的强攻，你要输对方。
Ja, men det er servesituationen her. De ligger også og slår netkant på serven her. Lige lidt tid mellem, så vi selv serven. Op bag. Ja. Ikke? De ligger og skærer den ud imellem. Som du siger, skal jeg selv tage den, men der er jo rimelig meget fart på den, så de bliver nødt til lige at steppe lidt længere frem også. Stol på, at de ikke kan trykke på Kims serv, og så ind, læg den ind til kort til nettet her.
Hvis de gange har prøvet at slås, så har de siddet der.
Ja, men vi slås lidt for meget. Altså, de står klar og sidder ned, og de også godt.
Vi ved så også, at jamen,
Det
vi har
kan
ramt det
komme.
nu.
Ja. De er kommet.
Jeg føler heller ikke, vi er ved at gå i panik.
De er kommet på lyn og torden her. Vi skal bare have en god start her, så kører vi videre på det.
Vi kan se, om vi kan dominere lidt mere og styre rytmen i det første. Og så have lysten.
Ja, og så tænk, når man først har lagt den forbi...
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So Thomas Staungort doing a lot of talking there. The advice, Steen?
Yeah, it was
Second game.
the first thing I heard was about the service situation, that they need to get the backcourt player closer to the front court player, more forward, because the Chinese Taipei pair is playing mid-court past the net player, and I totally agree. The net player has been kept out of the game. Whoever it is, whether it's Anders Rasmussen or Kim Astrup, they've been kept out of it. So extreme credit to Li and Wang for executing a good tactical scheme there.
Love.
And Kim Astrup said, we also had our possibilities, so there's no need to panic, and that's correct. But I think we're about 3-4 points away from panic now. You can see Lee and Wang playing from above the tape.
And for Rasmussen challenges calls out.
There's a challenge here from the Danes, and I think it's awfully risky this early in a game on the far back line to where they are.
On the other hand, they had to break that rhythm that Lee and Wang was in.
That was clearly long.
Yeah.
Challenge
But
unsuccessful.
I think they needed the break. They've got to do better in the service situation, the Danes, in order to have a chance to fight back here. It's like, I have a feeling that the Danes are playing one shot and then thinking it's probably not coming back, or at least they're reacting too late. It's simply not, it seems like they're not thinking fast enough. Good defense.
Yeah, great reactions. Oh, that's clever. That's a lovely shot. How he had the awareness or the vision to see that that was the place to play it. He'd come forward, had Li Yang.
Quick double, thank you. Thank you.
Goodness me. He's flexible, isn't he?
Three.
It takes a lot from the Danish backcourt player because he has to be really, really mobile. That was another thing we discussed, that Wang and Lee, they were actually quite good at hitting the top of the tape on the service returns and getting it over.
Yeah, it's well left.
It's over. 3-4. Three, four.
I sometimes feel like that last rally, Steen, that the
Three.
Danes are just getting dragged into playing the pace that the pair from Taipei want to play, rather than slowing it down and turning the shuttle, playing the way they want to play.
They talked about it in the mid-game interval, or not the mid-game interval, but the interval between the games, that they would see if they could control the rhythm. It's of course difficult within the rallies, but in between the rallies, so that take the pace out of the game a little bit more. Maybe on this side of the court here, they could use higher lifts in terms of challenging the timing of especially Wang Chi-Lin. But so far, a positive start to the second game for the Danes, because their task is to sort of stop the run of points and stop the momentum that Lee and Wang has got, and then see if they can maintain this for some time and then slowly turn the advantage to their side. Bad shot. We see
Bad shot from Rasmussen.
Yeah, it's a bad choice because it's something in between. It's from far below the tape. You just got to lift that one, because otherwise this happens. He's so fast, Li Yang, coming below that that shot there. So once the opponents have played well, you have to accept it, take the medicine, and lift it, and then you have to start over from there and believe in your defense. it's not the preferred thing to do, but if your opponent has played well, and we have to accept that they play well, then you've got to choose right.
Oh, goodness. Again, they're getting drawn into those fast exchanges.
Yeah. And
Service over.
the pair from Taipei are just wonderful at that. Yeah, great reflexes from Li Yang.
it's again trying from a position too far below the tape to play a constructive shot, and they're just getting punished over and over again. But what a good effort from Wang and Li to make them play from below the tape. That is excellent.
It's interesting dynamics as we see the Danish coach. The fact that the number 6 seeds, their coach, is Wang Chi-Lin's former partner,
Yeah.
Chen Huangleng, now coaching them. So we don't do that sort of thing in Europe. We don't take former players and immediately put them in charge of what were their teammates. We tend to put them in charge of younger players.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens. Kenneth Jonassen, actually, he went from player to coach immediately, as I recall it, when he...
in the same country?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the head coach, but he was enrolled.
And you were telling us yesterday that he won Coach of the Year throughout all sport in Denmark. That was a great flick serve.
Yeah.
8.
I think they should do that more or less every time to Li Yang, because if I were the Danes, I would prefer to have the...
the flick up the middle?
Just the flick. I would prefer to have Wang Chi-Lin at the net compared to Li Yang. Opportunities arise. I think Li Yang takes more questionable choices from the back court, and he's extremely fast on his feet and with his racket on the front court, where Wang Chi-Lin, he's almost a little bit too high to play in the front court player, especially for the flat game exchanges. He's really, really good at it though, but Li Yang is the better player of the two on the front court, in my opinion.
9-8.
It's a decisive phase we're going through now.
Yeah, I agree.
No, that's a wrong call.
Amount of challenges called in.
At least it looked like a wrong call from my position.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Steen, and I'm going to agree with you.
So I dragged you down.
You have. Come down to your level, Steen. Here we go. Yeah, clearly not.
Collection out.
So we still have one challenge left.
Yeah.
Service over. 9 all blank.
Oh dear, that was a shocking serve. Oh, now we've got a challenge. Other end of the court on the back line. Caught the line.
On the line. That could be a momentum changer, those two challenges.
1 challenge remaining. 10-9.
Very important rally now if the Danes can take 3 straight points and go to the mid-game interval.
Yeah, it's a good smash, isn't it? Lovely placement.
Over. 10-9.
absolutely aimed towards that left hip. Watch this. Here it is. In fact, it hit him on the left hip.
Yeah, exactly. Get you 10 points in the bear hunt in the fairgrounds. Do that.
Good return of serve by the left-handed Kim Astrup. And the Danes have the narrowest of possible leads at the mid-game interval here in the second game.
Blødt, at så skal jeg selv ud lige og...
Jamen, det er de flade, men det er de der lokker henover. Der må Anders ikke komme den der. Men det er rigtig godt kongedef, ikke? Nu skal jeg bare save den op der, den går. Fordi det skal op der, fordi det er savesituationen.
Og så skal vi blive ved med at gå på den.
Ja. Gå på. Vi skal op der, hvor vi kan save nogen, der er rigtig skarpe på den. Kom så her.
Well, I only understood the last bit there, Steen, which was, come on now.
Yeah. Service situation was a lot of the focus.
Oh, that's a service error, it's just short.
Yeah. I hope they're going to flick Li Yang when they get the possibility. I think that could be an advantage for them. Then they talked a little bit about what Kim Astrup was to cover when he was playing the front court.
Service over.
And are you going to divulge that, or was it in specific situations?
No,
that he's,
I'm not really sure. I think it was a specific situation, and I didn't really get what that was.
Okay. Yeah, he is very quick at the front of the court, Li Yang.
Service over, 12-all.
In the long run, if we try to do that, if we try to play these sneaky shots to the mid-court area when Li Yang is at the net, then we're going to lose from a Danish perspective. He's too good there.
Oh, behind the back, bit of trickery. That's well done. You know, Steen, I'm really not convinced by this read on the drift.
No,
No.
because they go far out on this near side here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very confusing.
I mean, that's ridiculously long on the back line.
Service over, 13-all.
Good follow-up. Little loose serve from Wang Chi-Lin. He tries it out while we see the replay here.
Yeah, and it's interesting, he's made 2 errors on serve, and I think he's beginning to lose a little bit of confidence on his low serve.
Good change of placement from Kim Astrup.
30.
Yes.
Service over, 14.
I liked most of it, but there was a lot of room. The last one, he lifted Rasmussen. There was a lot of room just to play the back short straight at the net because Li Yang was flying to cover the cross flat.
Oh my goodness.
Service goal.
Service fault called too high.
16-14.
First service fault called of the match. Oh, it's difficult to tell, isn't it? Very difficult for us to tell what is 1.15 meters. Oh,
I simply don't understand they don't flick Li Yang because they have no advantage serving short towards the middle. I realized that Kim Astrup had this variation of his serve which was good, but I think he's returning well today. Kim Astrup is trying to cheer himself up and his partner, so he's very vocal. Good movement. He shouted.
oh, what a drop shot. What a drop shot.
Service over. 16-17. Here.
Now, who used to do that? Men's doubles player, I think it was.
To play the deceptive drop shot?
Like that, where
Lee
they...
Yongbo.
Yeah, Lee Yongbo, yeah. And mixed doubles player, Trikush Haryanto.
Yeah, he did as well.
Yes, that's who I'm thinking of.
Extremely fun player to watch.
Yeah. His son's now playing on the international
Yes.
tour. Yeah, I can't wait to see him.
17.
That's a good serve, isn't it? That's another good serve. My goodness. At the crucial moment,
Yeah.
two excellent serves. It's all happened in a blink of an eye, hasn't it?
It has.
From 15-17 down. This pair from Taipei. Now a 2-point advantage. And we haven't had a rally over about 5 shots.
No. Excellent play.
It's landing in. Wow. They got embroiled in the flat fast exchanges again, the Danes.
But Wang Chi-Lin, he played a really good shot in the middle of the rally when the Danes were coming forward. He knew that Kim Astrup was the one coming most forward, so to speak, so he played it back where he came from, and there was an opening, and that maintained the initiative for Wang and Lee.
And now, on a run of 5 straight points, they have 3 match point opportunities. But that one's gone long.
It's over. 18-20.
That drifts long of the back line, and the number 6 seeds, Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin, get revenge over Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen. Revenge for the defeat in the final of the Spain Masters last year. So the number 6 seeds, well, I have to say they were impressive today, but when you consider the Danes were number 5 on the race to the World Tour finals, this, I think, was an absolutely crucial match as to which pairs may end up competing in those World Tour finals in a little over a couple of weeks. So their confirmation of the score, 21-13, 21-18 for the number 6 seeds, Li Yang and Wang Chi-Lin.
From India. From Thailand.
Thank you.